shout out my homie JR. Dopest Natives Alive, baby. Let's go.
Dopest Natives Alive.
Dopest Natives Alive.
Give me chills.
Dopest Natives Alive, Northside Bay. Boom.
And there ain't no debate.
Let's go.
Ain't the angel on your shoulder, I'm the one they call Satan. Ain't nothing holy about the money that I be making. It just don't faze me. Nobody dictate me thinking I'm crazy. Well, baby, I may be. I've been living wild, not even mama could save me. He don't wanna see the dick that I've been bouncing on lately. Soy la dama, approach me con la cama. If you disrespect, I'ma spit at you like llama.
That was the intro. You couldn't hear me saying this is like the Chinese kung fu movies. You guys gotta read the subtitles. What I said is it's Tio Rico. Rich Young back in this BZ. We coming into Don't Faze Me, Loca. Dopest Natives Alive. Every day we've been a hustler. What up, Loca?
What up, what up?
Tell us where you're from, man. Introduce yourself to the people. We got millions by now. We got millions of people watching.
What up, I'm Loca, short for Loca. I just changed my name recently. I changed my name from Loca to Loca because I didn't realize how much indigenous shows I was going to be doing and started feeling like my name was offending people.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were hearing Pocahontas. I wasn't trying to bring that energy into my sets, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But I still think it's a clever name because part indigenous, part Latina. So
yeah,
all my friends used to call me Loca when I was younger. Anyways, so I was born on the island, grew up in Vancouver, and my family's from Sandy Bay, Saskatchewan. On my mom's side, we're Cree, and on my dad's side, we're from Montevideo, Uruguay, in South America.
And that's just to clear the air because you know what? Hey, man, you guys don't get it twisted. About 2 years ago, I was at the HK's album release party down on the west side of Vancouver. And I got a chance to meet you there and do one of my very first interviews. I was just out. I just showed up at places like, I'm just going to go there and stick a mic in front of people and say, hey,
I remember
what's up?
Yeah.
Right? So I got a chance to chop it up with you then. And I've posted that video a couple times now. And it seems like every time I post it, people are in the comments and they just get mind blown when you say you're Latina and you're Cree. Like they just don't get it. You probably don't check comments.
I've never seen those comments, but I have had a couple people recently say, I didn't realize you were Cree.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know what to say about that. Now you know.
Right? It is what it is,
now
know.
You know. It doesn't take long to do some research and realize I'm native. So for all you Pretendian hunters out there, go right ahead.
Yeah, we got this for you.
Yeah.
You know, rocking with the best here. Dopest Natives Alive, Loca. She's here for a reason. You know, Cree, Sandy Bay, Saskatchewan, holding it down on the mic. You've been rapping for a cool minute now.
Yeah, I've been rapping for a while. I started freestyling probably about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Back when I was living in Skeena Projects.
Skeena, what up?
And then one of my homies was like, yo, you're good. You should. He's actually the one that named me Loca. Rest in peace, Kadeem. And then he said, you should start writing. So I did, but I didn't start recording or performing until about 4 years ago. So.
Well, that's dope. I mean,
yeah.
I want to just backtrack a little bit because you said some magic words. Skeena Projects, 2275 Herman Drive is where I used to reside.
Hey.
In Skeena Projects. That's where I made my come up. You know, I used to live across the street from Melanie Mark, if you know who she is. She's an MLA. So to see her come up from the hood and become somebody, powerful Indigenous woman in politics, making noise for, I think she's NDP. I'm not sure if you're familiar with her.
I feel like I've heard of her.
Yeah.
but I'm not.
Did
not
you grow
too
up in
familiar.
Skeena or you just lived there?
I just lived there for about 8 years. I was 3476
wow.
East
You-
Fifth.
Well, there you go. Did you live in apartments there?
Yeah,
yeah.
like kitty corner to the Sikh temple there.
Oh yeah, we used to get beat up by those guys playing in their parking lots, riding our bikes in there, and they'd come out with their big staffs, chase us out of there, and whoop us. But yeah,
That's
Skeena
funny.
Projects, man, 8 years is a long time. I don't think even I lived there for 8 years. I just lived there as a child, and I don't know if you guys did this, but we used to play ninjas in that projects, and maybe ninjas wasn't cool at your age group, but for us, it was all ninja movies. And we used to get dressed up, and then we'd go outside, and then all the older cool kids would be hanging out just in a big crowd, and we'd start pecking them off with pine cones.
That's
And
awesome.
And then the war was on, so it was like,
I definitely had pine cone wars. Not in Skeena, but when I lived in lots of different housing complexes,
Yeah,
pine cone wars was definitely a thing.
the hard green ones, right?
No, my son grew up there though.
Oh, yeah?
And he went to Thunderbird.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Thunderbird Elementary. Somebody lit that bush on fire outside. I don't know who that was, but
Some hood kid for
some
sure.
hood kids, you know. And we used to. There on the roof there was this bell-shaped kind of thing. It's like an exhaust fan. I don't know how we knew, but we used to squeeze in there and just kind of hide inside this, like after playing on the roof there
Yeah.
and stuff, right?
That's kind of scary. You can get caught in there as a kid, you know, nobody knows. And
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know this one kid took a poop in there. You just heard it go. Dunk, 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 dunk.
oh my god,
Skeena Projects, you guys know what's up. Straight hood. Man, there's a lot of good people. There's another guy that came out of there, Stacy Gallagher. I don't know if you know him.
yeah, Uncle Stacy, I know him
Okay, so you know
from
Stacy.
Ceremony.
Did you know he's from Skeena Projects?
I didn't know.
OG, don't mess
That's
with
dope,
that
though.
guy. He'll pour rocks. He'll pray for you. And he'll whoop your ass if you need it too. So, Stacy Gallagher shouts out. He's an OG from East Van.
Shout out
Skeena
Uncle Stacy.
Projects, right? He's doing good things with the people. Ceremony a big part of your life?
Yeah, I'd say it is. I was just talking to Tiago about that. I feel like I need to do more ceremony these days. But yeah, I grew up doing ceremony with my mom.
Yeah.
And so as a kid, it was pretty prominent in my life. And then as my mom relapsed years and years later, I was a young teenager. It kind of disappeared from my life, and I was got disconnected from it.
Yeah.
And was pretty disconnected through most of my 20s. Even when I wanted to do ceremony, I didn't really know how to find it.
Yeah.
And then, but for the last 5 years, I'd say at least, or maybe more, I've been, in ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attending sweats and powwows and
Yeah, powwows, not so much. Not for any, I think, to be honest with you, for probably the biggest reason, there's a couple reasons. Addiction,
yeah.
because a lot of times they're on the weekends.
Yeah.
And when I was in my addiction, which was a long time, on and off for years, I would just be too mangled to go.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I would miss them a lot. And then another reason was probably imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, just never felt like I was worthy to be there
Yeah.
or be a part of that. So
Well, you know what, man? Hate's a strong word. I don't really like the way. Man, I learned these things. I learned them from really good people, and I had really good teachings about that way of life. And then when I was involved in those ceremonial, well, I won't say ceremony, but, well, it's included, but powwows and stuff, it's not as sacred as you think it would be, right?
that's fair. Yeah.
After, the 49s and just after the powwow parties, like a lot of
Right.
drinking and stuff and people showing up. I know my wife she used to get bothered that people would put their jingle dresses back on and smelling like booze and stuff like that, right? And so there is that part of life in there. So, I mean, big ups to you for respecting that and trying to keep yourself clean. But I'm also from the thought of like this AA mentality when it comes to ceremony and stuff where you got to be clean 4 days before you can come to the lodge or stuff like that. My elder's old school guy, and He wouldn't care if you showed up drunk. He'd say, "Come on in. It's between him and the Creator, and
Right.
they'll look after him the way they need to." Right?
Yeah, I think that there is part of the 4-day rule that is a little colonial in itself because some of us can't get 4 days clean.
Yeah.
And someone told me sweat today because you might not be here tomorrow.
That's a
so-
great teaching.
Yeah.
Gave me goosebumps right now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that's very powerful because even at the drum, similar thing. Like you just never know what that's an anchor for some people, and that is spiraling in their life, and that moment that they're there is a good thing, and to shoo them away because for those reasons.
Yeah,
you
it
know.
could save their life.
That's what it's there for, to save
Totally.
your life. I got this song that I did called Am I Still Sacred, where I talk about, I've been up all night, and, I'm raising my pipe, and I know it ain't right, but I'm just trying to save my life because I'm trying to hang on to these things that were given to us to save our lives.
Right.
And if I already got to be walking on water before I can even get in the water, then, it's not working for me. Right?
Yeah, it kind of doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it is, you know what I mean? But we're glad to have you in the circle, and we've seen you out there family night, powwow dancing and stuff, and getting jiggy with young elder and big auntie.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
My sisters.
How did that relationship come about?
I met Big Auntie at Sundance a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And I went up with Tiago, my partner, and my son, and HK. And me and Tiago and my son were staying in a tent, and we're like, oh, it's going to be so hot up there. But at night it was freezing, felt like winter time.
Yeah.
And so the first night we freezed our asses off, and then I met Big Auntie the next day, and I was talking about it, and she's like, I got 3 extra sleeping bags, and I was like, no way. She's like, yeah, you can have them for the week, for the next few days or whatever.
Yeah.
So she saved us, because I probably was gonna leave. There was no way we were gonna last another night like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And we just became friends after that.
Yeah.
I never stopped staying in contact, and so I would see her at Sweat Lodge. And
4 years ago?
that was probably about 2.5, maybe 3 years ago.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it was not last summer, but the summer before, maybe.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Was that hey, that's our sound guy in the back if you hear him coughing. No, I'm just joking. That's Tiago.
Ruben family, George family Sundance.
Yeah, Ruben George. I was just going to bring him up. So you've known Ruben for quite a bit?
Yeah. We are pretty good friends with, really good friends with Cedar, his son, and Ruben's just been so awesome and treated us like family, have us over for dinner, and really mad love and respect for him and his family.
Yeah.
Grateful for him.
Ruben and I worked together a lot of years in the helping field, per se, back in Surrey at Frafka. We both worked there, and we've known each other for quite a while, and I've actually invited him to come sit here and talk about some stuff.
Sweet.
Ceremony, politics, kind of current affairs, current states of events, because I'd like to pick his brain, his insight. And I just seen him talking about, Gabor sweats at my sweat, Gabor Mate.
Yeah.
It's just nothing.
Yeah, he's bros with him. And he is so nonchalant about it.
Prince
That's
Harry.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Prince Harry sweats with me.
He's got so much good things to say, and such good teachings.
Right.
I really love when hearing him speak.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I don't know about you, but I got ADHD. So when I grew up listening to elders speak, it was really hard for me to sit still and be quiet. I would be wanting to scream. But, when I hear Ruben speak, I don't feel that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even still as an adult, sometimes when elders speak, just to be honest, full transparency, but I'll be like, I can't like sit still any longer. But
Well, you know,
not with him.
Yeah, it's a gift, like to be able to articulate thoughts and just translating the energies he's receiving into words and articulate it in a way that makes so much sense and resounding and resonates with you is it's a skill like rapping, you know, like and he's really good at it, you know.
And Cedar's really good too. His son.
Cedar is too. I heard him speak before.
Yeah.
Right. And I know from their community, coastal community, there are a lot of people who are speakers. They come and they speak at the ceremonies and they give teachings, and I know it's really a big part of their culture, you know, having speakers and not floor openers, but speakers. So yeah, definitely very gifted. So Ruben, next time, I think he's hopefully coming here soon. You got the sweat with Ruben. You seen his new sweat?
Yeah, I've been in the sweat house. Yeah.
The sweat house. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I went and checked it out.
That was the first time I've been in a sweat house.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Kind of like
it's
a
big
longhouse / sweat lodge kind of setup. That's dope. That's dope. Anyways.
Actually, I just wanted to say this. I had a dream, and I don't know if I told Ruben, but I had a dream about his place. We were in his backyard, and there was like, I don't know I think it might have been a wolf or a cougar, and I can't remember which one right now. I had to think about it, but we were in the backyard, and there was a wolf or a cougar that was running straight at us.
Yeah.
And I think I was trying to shoot it with something, and ended up either I shot it or Ruben shot it and killed it.
Yeah.
Because it was about to attack us, and it was like one of the scariest things ever.
Wow.
And I forgot to tell him about that dream, so I wonder what that means.
Yeah, you know, for me, it represents the death of the old you. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, I had a similar dream where there was a coffin beside a river, and I walked down to this coffin, and I looked in, and it was me laying in there. And I asked an elder, and he said, yeah, that was your funeral, the death of the old you. And that river beside the river represents life. And this is represented the new version of you, which is true, because that was the beginning where I picked up the culture and the ceremonies and stuff like that. That was at the very beginning when I had I had some cool, profound dreams that I tell them in the workshops that I do, because I just remember them like a movie I watched. Like pretty cool. Don't really know what they mean, but I try to ask, do you know who Melvin Graybear is?
I don't.
Older guy, used to do UEP ceremonies. I told him a dream I had about, because the name that he gave me was Friend of the Whale. And I like to jazz it up and say Friend of the Killer Whale. But,
nice.
You know, being a Cree on the coast here. And then I told him the dream, and then I asked him, I was like, so what do you think? Does that have anything to do with my name? He just looked at me, well, what do you think? This is like his big advice. But yeah, ceremony was very integral part. Is that what you're kind of hanging on to with, I want to correlate it to, you went from Loca, Hontus to Loca, and I've noticed that you've changed your sound a bit as well.
Yeah, there was a bit of a rebirth. My first album I dropped as Loca Hontus. Well, my only album I dropped as Loca Hontus was mostly about like my old lifestyle.
Yeah.
And everything I write about it is real. But I felt like, and not to knock myself, because it was good, and I thought it was good, you know. And a lot of people liked it, but it just wasn't me anymore.
Yeah.
And so because I had outgrown the lifestyle and the lyrics, I just kind of looked at it like it was Mickey Mouse, and I didn't want to put it out. I didn't even want to put it out. I was just going to trash the whole thing, but I was like, man, I already worked so hard on it. Like, by the time it comes out, and I think a lot of people feel like that, by the time the actual song or the project drops, you're kind of over it. I've heard it 1,000 times, and I wanted to write more about my current, what I was going through. So that's kind of what I've been doing more recently.
Yeah.
I'm kind of more conscious because some people could look at it as what I was writing about before was like as if I was glorifying like hustling or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Which was even what I was trying to do. That's just what it was.
Yeah.
And that's what I was rapping about because that's what I was living at the time.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but when I dropped it, I wasn't living like that. So,
Well,
yeah.
you know, it's weird because we talk about like sometimes, I mean, I think like we get a song, we drop it, we think the whole world heard it, and this is the new me, right? But a lot of times those songs can take years to travel to the people. Like I've heard songs like, what? That came out 7 years ago and I'm just hearing it now? Like
Right.
it takes a long time sometimes for it to land on your doorstep, you know? And the stuff that you're dropped for the Loca album will be resonating with people when you're like way in a whole different space.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the new stuff you're doing, by the time people catch up, you're already gone. Like you already got a whole new vibe coming, right?
Yeah.
And then you never know. Like you just never know which one of those are going to be the slap that all of a sudden, you know, just right?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. This newer stuff that I'm working on is more like, I think my EP or album, depending how many songs I decide to throw on it, because sometimes I might just cut some things and it'll be an EP. Or like, haven't decided yet, but I think I was going to call it ecdysis.
Ecdysis.
Ecdysis is the process of shedding skin.
Oh, okay.
So I wouldn't say that I'm healed.
Yeah.
I would say that I'm healing and I'm shedding some things, and that's not always like the prettiest either.
Yeah, I think that's for in life. You know, you will always be shedding and healing forever.
True.
And yeah, you just never know.
Yeah, I'm healed now. It's all good from here on out.
Yeah, I'm good now.
Healed.
You know what? It's weird because it's like that's when, you know, I feel like when what they say, when you reach true enlightenment, that's when you off to the next realm, you know. So I don't want to get healed just yet. I don't want to be fully healed just yet. I got some years still. I want to mess around and make
No doubt.
mistakes and be human, you know. So that's that's what I want to do. And I got this song here queued up. Oh, you know what? I'm not. Oh, here we go. It's right there.
Sweet.
I got this Apple. What is this? iPad?
Nice. I need to get one of those.
Yeah, I forget why I got it, but I'm just not really an Apple person, so I'm not really sure if this is open and downloads. That's what we do. So I'm going to play this new song, "Misunderstood." Is this the newer stuff
This
you're
is
talking about?
this is unreleased. Produced by IR Evan Smith at the back end recording.
Okay, before we go, I'm getting tired of hearing about Evan Smith. Everybody that comes in here talks so much praise about this guy, and I still haven't had a chance to meet you yet, Evan. Maybe we should bring you here as an honorary Dopest Natives Alive and Allies.
He's definitely
Because,
an ally.
yeah, I've heard nothing but great things about this guy and the work that he's doing, and it comes from an Indigenous perspective every single time. Maybe because his studio's right in the urban res,
Yeah.
right, Commercial Drive.
And he's really an ally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't got a chance to meet him, man. I want to meet this guy. And I just want to check this out real quick.
Good people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
Evan
talented.
Smith. Doesn't he live on this corner? What? He lives on the res too?
His partner's from that res.
Oh, really? I wonder who that
Even
is.
brain out of this world, astronomical, pretty face and bad girl, diabolical, bitches talk your big game. I find that comical, school of hard knocks, saying your girl been on the honor roll. Mr. Pot of gold, but the messages been audible. Fighting demons off me, I'ma knock them down like dominoes. Soldiering through life, you could call me Geronimo. Overcoming obstacles, bad alcoholic, bro. Ain't greedy, I ain't dying for $100 bill. You slaving to the game, now that's a hard to swallow pill. Not really on the real, y'all ain't honoring the real. When women sell their souls to provide the child a meal, society lacking passion for those who in survival mode. Bringing it back to action in the dark, I bring the brightest gold and giving them satisfaction. No reaction, take the higher road. I got a righteous soul, but I ain't living by the Bible hoe. And I'll never be who they want me to be. Misunderstood. I'm on the edge, so don't push me. And I'll never be what they want me to be. Misunderstood. I'm on the edge, so don't push me. They keep telling me I'm crazy, but it's all about perception. If the vibe is off, rejection, peace and for a second, unless them provoke
We can
them.
vibe
No
out.
more words as weapons, no apology.
We can just listen to this whole song. The
The
lyricism, the depth, quality. But like I say, you can't get it all here. You're gonna have to wait for another day to get this gem. Make sure you guys stay tuned, man. Loca's coming up with a new EP. She's got all kinds of new music coming out, and if you've been sleeping, man, you don't know what you're missing. For me, you know, like I feel like now that I'm kind of creating this platform that hopefully will be, it seems to be working in terms of being able to bring music to people. That was the whole idea, was to bring music, introduce all our Indigenous talent to the communities that people haven't heard of yet, you know, like for some reason they haven't heard. And then I get on the internet, just like every other $1 million idea I had, it's already been done. It's being done. But we're making some traction, and I feel like, you know, I've been getting a lot of questions on our videos that I've posted with yourself. People are asking where you're from and what's your name, and there was that song that you did with, what was it called? Man, I had played it as Rowdy. It was Rowdy.
It was with somebody else.
Yeah.
With Low Key.
Low Key, yeah.
Yeah. What was that song called? Not Out of Luck. I Do Not Provoke.
Do Not Provoke. Yeah, that shit was gangster.
Yeah. We actually shot a video for that. It was pretty dope video. But unfortunately, it just wasn't. We had to shoot some more scenes, and then my girl's she's really busy. She works in the film industry and stuff, so we haven't had a chance to.
She local?
Yeah, she is. Yeah. She just really lives up to her name. She's really low key.
Oh,
but
yeah?
she's super dope. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the ones. Those low key ones be low key dope.
Yeah, she's really dope.
Yeah. Have you, like, speaking of collaborations and features, any special ones that you worked with that you really liked?
To start it off, my partner Tiago, you know, we obviously are together, so we've done quite a bit of music together, and that's always like really dope to be able to do music and perform, and at times co-write with each other. It's very special. Yeah. And we got a hip hop group called Real Ones. I don't know if you knew.
And with
that's
CJ.
Yeah. And so just
seen him at Tiago's birthday spitting bars.
Yeah. Yeah, he's always down to freestyle. And so working with both of them, like, man, when we get in the studio, it's just like the easiest thing ever.
Yeah.
You know, the vibe is there. All we talk about is real life. So our EP that's coming up is called Real Life.
Yeah.
Because we've all been through similar things, and are all kind of similar type people. Like, they're good people. Yeah. People you can trust. People are gonna be there for you when you're at your lowest and want to pick you back up and remind you who you are. Yeah. And I feel very blessed to have both of them in my life, and to work with them musically. Everybody brings something to the table.
Yeah, you know, I had this little segment I did back in the day, maybe last year, called Ladies Night, where I wanted to showcase what I thought was the dopest ladies happening then, and you were featured on there. And we had another artist on there named Pookie G. Are you familiar with Pookie
Yeah,
G?
yeah. I think she's super dope.
Yeah, you guys ever talk or chop it up or?
I think we might have had a conversation once,
Yeah.
maybe twice. I've never met her in person.
Yeah.
But I would be like stoked to work with her one day.
Yeah, she's fire. I know I think she's working on a radio station now in Edmonton. That would be a dope collabo.
Hell yeah.
I kind of get the sense that she's moving away from, I think, because the music that I'm listening from her is from like 5-10 years ago as well, but it's still knocking, and she's probably in a whole different space then. I don't know if she, the energy I get is like Set It Off, you know, with, remember that movie Set It Off with Queen Latifah and all them?
I don't remember.
Just super gangster. And yeah, that's what she reminds me of. It's just like rolling in the low guns out the window kind of shit.
Yeah, she sounds
Blasted.
pretty hard for sure.
Right. Right. So
I like her voice.
you got any shows coming up here like anytime
Yeah.
soon?
The only thing I have booked so far right now, well, I'm gonna do an open mic. You know, are you familiar with Eastside Open Mic?
Negative.
It's a open mic that's usually held at Lana Lou's.
Okay,
HK
yeah.
Higher Knowledge puts on that for the community, and
Yeah.
so I'm gonna do some songs there, which I think we're gonna do. I'm gonna do like a little teaser of my first acoustic set,
Yeah.
which is gonna be my friend BN, which is Big Auntie's partner,
Oh yeah.
and my partner, and they're
Yeah.
gonna collab on guitar together. We just had a rehearsal today, and so we're gonna give it a go for the first time, probably this Saturday at the Eastside Open Mic. I believe doors are at 8:30 or 9.
I do know it. Yeah, I do. I think I went through one of those actually.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I did. Yeah.
A lot of really dope hidden talent in the city.
K Hill was there. K
Yeah.
Hill, shout out to K Hill.
Shout
I
out
just
K
ran
Hill.
into him at the powwow.
Yeah,
We chopped it up for a minute. K Hill was there. Big Body,
hard body dreams. We have
Hard Body Dreams.
We're gonna be doing a collab soon. I still have to write my verse. Sorry for the wait. Anybody who's been waiting for a verse or
with Hard Body.
Yeah.
Man, that guy is dope.
He is really good. Yeah, so I was
Right.
pretty honored that he wanted to work together.
Pretty sure. I don't know if he's from Skeena, but I know that I think he used to be back in the day. There used to be some guys, Ace Boogie, T Loc Zone. These guys. I think T Loc was out of Skeena Projects, but a lot of. Yeah, man, Hard Body was dope. I remember he came up on the stage, and I didn't know he was vision impaired, and he was just rocking out there. Like, that energy went sky high.
Yeah, he's super dope. He's invited me a couple times on his radio show. He's also doing a radio thing. So
Is he?
yeah, shout out Hard Body too.
Shout out Hard Body. What's his radio show? Do you know what that is? Or is it like, it's not the UBC radio, is it?
It is, yeah.
Okay. How do I know this shit, man? I just,
One order.
one order.
Is that what it is?
We got studio audience here, so you feel free to yell out and just get involved, get in the mix. It's all good. We got Tiago in the building over there. Tiago Vasquez, if you guys don't know, check out the interview we did with him, and check out his music, follow, support, all of that shit. Just in case you nosy mofos are wondering who Tiago is.
Yeah, and for you nosy mofos are wondering if we still together, we are. Because there we were going through a bit of a rough patch there, and I was mad, and I deleted some videos, which I've probably done more times than I should have.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I was mad, I'm like, I'm deleting these pictures and put them back on.
Right.
Toxic. We have a song called Toxic. Check it out.
Hey, man, it happens. You know, my wife and I, 21 years deep.
That's goals.
And we go through the same shit. You know, we get our ups and downs, and it's hey man, trust is key. But if anybody ever asked me, not that you asked me, if anyone, what is the key to success? Is that is trust is very important for her and I. 21 years, and where am I going with this?
Well, can I touch on that?
Sure.
I think that's so cool that you said that because I have a tattoo here. It's one of the only tattoos that I really thought about before I got done, but it's the words trust and acceptance. And I heard someone say this when I was at one of my friends' weddings years ago. And she said, she was marrying my friends, and she said, true love is rooted in trust and acceptance. Without those two things, you won't have like true love. And that goes for, the love between you and your partner, or the love between, you and your kid, or you and your parents or your friends. Like, your kid, no matter what they do, you're going to accept them. Yeah. Basically. And they're going to trust you that you have their back. Yeah. Or should. That's how it should be anyways, right? Yeah. And so recently, I had realized that I was putting like way too much pressure on Tiago for certain things, that I wanted to do. Yeah. And it was just, I was creating misery for my own self, driving myself insane. And I realized it was all coming out in anger because I was actually scared. Yeah. And I was actually not giving him the trust that I was hoping for in return, and vice versa. Yeah. We weren't giving each other that trust. And there was a lot of codependency happening. So it was just, it wasn't very healthy. So I had this, big epiphany kind of recently, when we were like really going through a rough patch, and I just decided like, man, if I don't trust this guy, a good man, I'm never going to trust anybody. Right. So I just decided I'm just going to give him trust. And we both decided, you know what, I'm committed to working on myself. And I said, you got to be committed to working on yourself. And as soon as we started working on ourselves more, then it just became so much easier. And that all that pressure just dissipated. And I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. And he's like, me neither. I'm like, okay, great. Yeah. It seems so simple, but it took years. We've been together just about 4 years to get to this place of like actual trust and actual acceptance for each other and letting each other like figure it out. Yeah. Yeah.
It is very important that, let me heal myself so I can be better for you is very important, right? And I can't fix her all the time and try to fix her issues. That's not how it works. We just fix ourselves, and then we better be better together. Might cringe. My wife's in the studio. I wanted to share a story where our trust began, and we had to have conversations. So her and I talk really good, like to each other, and it's almost kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like, hey, I didn't make you feel that way. You chose to feel that way. So you need to accept responsibility, how you feel with it. And, your past experiences, like whatever your ex did to you is not me. And don't project that onto me, right? I don't want to be accountable. I can't go this way because what he did to you, but that's no longer in existence. So we have these conversations. But we try to set the tone at the beginning and say, listen, it's going to be harsh. I'm just going to speak my mind, and I don't mean it, and I'm not saying it to hurt. I'm just saying it so we can get it out, get the shit on the table, and then sort through it, figure it out, and then. But it's still, we still have to kind of, the reconcile part. We're still raw and stuff, so it's a bit harder. We can't just embrace it. Oh, I'm so sorry. It takes a few days, to kind of let things go. But yeah, very important part of the process. Definitely good fodder for music. From writing from these places of real raw emotions. And I think that people really connect to that. Like, again, I'm going to go back to that song, Am I Still Sacred? It's something that's just, I never feel redeemed for the life I lived. And very violent street life, right? And I never feel like I can be accepted. I've worked in the community, and I always in the back of my mind, like, they're judging me because of whatever, right? And I actually had an elder come to a meeting one day and tell me, you know what happened? You know, I went back to Vancouver and I asked about you. You know what I heard? And I was just like, no, what? And he's like, it's nothing good. And I'm like, oh, yeah. He's like, I heard you're a big time this and that and the other thing. I said, yeah, it all depends who you ask, right?
Totally.
If you ask the people I work with today in the last 15, 20 years, they'll tell you, great guy. But if you ask guys previous to that, they'll tell you a whole different story, right?
Totally.
So, and I don't hide it. It was part of my life. That's where I teach from and learn from, and that's how that's where all these gray hairs come from.
If you ask my exes about me, sure it's not going to be good things.
Right? Whatever. And that goes back to our conversation off camera is like, all you guys that are judging in the comments, people who I have on, oh, you give this person a platform and shit. We all got histories. Go ahead and dig up my dirt. You're going to find everything you want to find out. I don't really care. Most of you rap about my life anyway, so that's all you're going to find. But quit judging the people who sit in this chair and bringing up their past like Tia would. Oh, you need to return my money. Like this. I don't know if you're caught on that play, but it's like,
no.
Man, these people are vicious against us,
Lateral violence.
Yeah.
I wrote a song about it. Unfortunately, the person I wrote the song with, we had a falling out, so I'm not allowed to play that song no more on my sets. I'll just take my lyrics and redo it with someone else. But my song was about that because I felt like at one point I didn't even want to go to certain community events just because there was just so much lateral violence happening. It made me sick. Like, I didn't even want to speak anymore because I'm like, who's gonna try to like cancel so and so next? And I just, it's actually interesting. Like I'm not even gonna name names, but the person I wrote the song with is low-key trying to cancel a really good bro of mine.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is the whole reason why we're not, like, we wrote this song. And me being mixed, like, has also been, like, to touch back on that, like, that imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Or not feeling like, in my hook, I say I'm never native enough. But I've been hated enough because even since I was a kid and I played native ball traveling to different reservations to play soccer, like I had people in the background being like, is she even native?
Yeah.
Like it just, I've never felt like I was native enough to be in certain spaces. Like obviously I don't feel like that now, but.
You just whip out a big bologna and ripple chip sandwich. She's native. No.
I think that there's so much lateral violence that it's sickening,
It is very tough.
It's sad.
You'll see my statuses whining around, Rich Junk. Follow me on Facebook. You'll hear me whine about, I just gonna throw in the towel. Fuck this shit. Why am I even doing this? I can't deal with the internet thugs and people saying shit like. It's tough to deal with. It's actually hurts. And my elder told me years ago, R.I.P. Joe Manitopias, he said, protect your ears and what you listen to, because when people put stuff in your ears, it goes in and it starts turning into like worms in your brains. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel like when I turn on Facebook. It's like direct download of this toxic shit into my brain, Mm-hmm. But then that addiction is just like, get on there anyways.
I remember last summer somebody posted a status and it was kind of about another person, and I don't even know if it was direct because a lot of people be posting indirect statuses about each other, which I also dislike. Like, because
say it with your
because
chest.
Sometimes it's like, who are they talking about?
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, are they talking about me? Has nothing to do with me, but
right.
You know what I mean? I just remember seeing the status, and I literally took a 2-month social media break after that because I just couldn't handle it no more. I was like, like, get a life.
Oh man, I delete people just for the dumbest shit. Like, my deadbeat ex-old man came by the house today. I'm like, delete, block.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do people's updates.
Talk to your therapist. Don't talk to everyone on Facebook about it.
It's tough. We all carry a lot of trauma and a lot of history and a lot of we're all working on our stuff. We need to be kinder and gentler. Mm-hmm. I had a guy, he said, I don't know why he's on Dopest Natives Alive, it's another thing that kind of boggles my mind. But he's commenting on one of the videos that we posted, and he's like, a white guy who's works in the gun towers in a Texas prison, right?
Okay.
And he's commenting on our stuff, and he's like, I work in this Texas prison in the gun towers, and he goes, and I seen a pigeon
Is he
feather.
indigenous?
No.
Okay.
I don't, maybe he is, but he looks white,
Okay.
like just white.
Yeah.
But he said, oh, maybe not, because he said, I seen a pigeon feather fall in the gun tower, and it landed. And he goes, I wanted to pick it up. He goes, but I took that as a sign of protection. And I responded, I just said, just as light as that pigeon feather landed on the ground is how soft you need to walk on Mother Earth, and to be gentle. And even the hardest man in that prison needs a little bit of gentleness once in a while, and to try to pass something positive to him, because that's what we need to be with one another, is to be more gentle and less lateral and less toxic. And I don't know,
So true. I catch myself sometimes, and then I just pray, ask Creator, to lead me with more compassion, less ego.
Yeah.
Because sometimes ego, just
That's a good thing. That's
yeah.
your ego. It's
I don't want to
you.
pray for patience.
Yeah.
I learned that at a young age, not to pray for patience. I just pray for compassion, to lead with compassion, because it's easy to forget to be
Right.
compassionate.
That's that's a very important thing, is to be kinder and gentler with one another. I feel like sometimes people want to bring out the old school, like the life I used to live and stuff, and I've worked so hard to not be so reactive. Like I had some guy in Marketplace ask me about my Honda I was selling, and asked me for some pictures that I didn't have, and I said, I can't give you everything. You got to come look at the thing, just to separate the buyers from the tire kickers, And he's like, "You're a fucking idiot." And then I'm just like,
Okay.
like now I'm just like, oh yeah, right? But the thing is, I just left the conversation. Whereas years ago I couldn't. I would have been like, "Here's my address. Fucking bring my buzzer,
Pull
right?
up.
Pull up, right?" And maybe it's because I'm 50 and I can't back it up anymore. Getting old, not as flexible, not as fast.
I used to be. I used to have a real bad temper and just get angry really quickly, especially if I was under the influence, no control whatsoever with my emotions,
Right.
just not the way I'd like to be. So trying to practice more not reacting. I'm not the best at it every time, but if you put trying to pause beforehand and not respond or react when I'm angry, because just pausing or taking some time before a reply can really make a difference. And I've had to make lots of amends. I'm still working on my amends to people based off of my reactions, because sometimes my reactions are pretty hurtful. I say some things that I don't mean, and
Yeah, I remember one guy said to me, he's like, "Hey, do you remember me? Grandview Park?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Remember when you spin kicked me in the face?" And I was like,
I knew it was gonna
"Sorry,
be something
bro." I was like, "Man, I'm sorry. We're just kids. I was young, And I was like, "We got beef." And he's like, "No, I couldn't remember think of a way you'd remember me." And I was like, "Well, I didn't want to remember that."
That's so funny.
But we were kids, and we used to be big into martial arts movies, so I guess I threw a spin kick that connected, I guess. But
Damn, wish you remembered that, don't you? I don't remember, but it sounds like something I would do.
right. That's hilarious. But I want to bring in the song, and we're going to go out to this song by Loca called Low Again. What was the song about?
How I feel in addiction, or felt.
Yeah. Clean and sober, how long now?
Yeah, close to 4 months.
4 months. We got 4 months. Lots more to come.
finally did the steps after like 8 years of being in and out of the rooms. I finally listened. I'm like, okay, I'll do the steps. And man, now I know why they tell you to. Helped me a lot.
And you know what, man? It's not an easy road. It's all about getting back up. I shared a picture of an eagle feather, and that main line down the eagle feather, that's the red road. And all the little feathers coming off, those are the opportunities to fall off that road. Everything will present itself. So hard to stand that red road. But the thing is, be gentle with yourself, because only the Creator's perfect, right? And just keep picking yourself up and keep going. We love Loca. Haunt this Loca.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for your time.
And we're so grateful to have here on this
Much love
Dopest
to you and the whole gang.
Natives
You guys are
Alive.
such a beautiful family.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we're hoping for the best. Looking forward to the EP coming out. Check her out, Lana Luz. We got the East Side open mic coming up.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say one more show. August 14th, 8:30 p.m. Grandview Park.
Grandview
I will
Park.
be doing a set there as well, and I'll have my backup dancers with me for Vines Festival.
Vines Festival.
August 14th.
And you make sure you stay tuned for that Red Chunk featuring Loca and Tiago Vasquez coming up real quick. Dopest Natives Alive. Stay tuned. We in this busy.